market capitalization? Investing without this knowledge can actually make you lose your money. People tend to lose their full investment if they invest in the wrong time and in wrong place. Hello and welcome back to Freedom English channel. This is Sanaram. Today in this video, we are going to understand what is market capitalization, what is the difference between large cap, mid cap and small cap, and why we should know all this before investing. So in case if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon. When as beginners we enter into the stock market, we normally have this question within ourselves: in which stock should I invest? So, if we don't have that enough knowledge to where and when to invest, we tend to lose our money, even the principal amount which we have invested. So, we need to understand about stocks. So, in this video, we are going to have a basic go through about market capitalization, what is large cap, what is mid cap and small cap, what are the risks associated with them, and which stock will be suitable for us. So let us start with market capitalization. Just depending on the market capitalization, stocks are divided into three, which is the large cap, mid cap, small cap. Let us see about the three types of or three categories of stocks later. Let us understand what is market capitalization first. Market capitalization is calculated with this formula: number of outstanding shares of a company multiplied by price of one share at that moment. So let us assume company ABC has an outstanding shares of 20,000 and price of each share at that moment is 2,000. So the market capitalization of company ABC is rupees 4 lakh. That's it. So this is market capitalization. So based on the market capitalization of the company, it is divided into three, which is large cap, mid cap and small cap stocks. What is large cap stocks? Companies which have market capitalization of 20,000 crore or more come under these large cap stocks. So these large cap companies are normally well established, they have good reputation and they are stable. So speaking about the mid cap stocks, companies whose market capitalization is more than 5,000 crore but less than 20,000 crore fall under mid cap stocks. So these companies have high growth potential to become the large cap stocks in future. They are a little risky and little stable. Speaking about the small cap stocks, they have a market capitalization less than 5,000 crore. So here the risk is little high because the stability here is low. We don't know whether this company will grow or it might not grow. So this is the market capitalization differences and how these stocks are categorized into three. So now we are going to understand the difference between large cap, mid cap and small cap under four characteristics. First one, company type and stature. So large cap stocks or large cap companies, they actually are well established, as I mentioned before, and they have a reliable management and they have a good reputation, and they fall under the top 100 companies in India. So they have a stable place in the equity market. Speaking about the mid cap, here these companies, they come in between 100 and 250. And the small cap, they are very small in size, but they can have a rapid growth. It completely depends. Second characteristic is volatility. Volatile. How volatile is this company? So when something bad happens in the market and the market is going up and down, if a company can be stable enough, it is considered to be less volatile. So here, our large cap companies are considered to be less volatile because they are stable. They can be stable even during a turbulence in the market. Third characteristic, growth potential. Large cap companies are already grown, they are well reputed, they are well established, they have reliable management, they are stable enough in the equity market. So their growth potential is much lower compared to the mid cap stock and the small cap stock. Mid cap companies, they have growth, but moderate growth. When we take small cap companies can rapidly grow or they might not grow. It completely depends. But the companies which actually have the most growth potential are the small cap companies because they have the space to grow, whereas the large cap companies are already established. And the last point or the last characteristic we are going to speak about is liquidity. When it comes to liquidity, large cap stocks are highly liquidatable. Why? Because people are ready to buy and sell it. Whereas the mid cap stocks are moderately liquidatable and the small cap stocks have the least liquidity, because we won't have or we won't find people to buy these stocks or shares, so we cannot liquidate them. So highly liquidatable large cap stocks, moderately liquidatable mid cap stocks, and less liquidatable are the small cap stocks. Now let us understand how mutual funds and market capitalization is linked. In mutual funds, we have categories of large cap, mid cap and small cap funds. So if you have a large cap fund scheme, most of your money is invested in large cap stocks. And if you have a mid cap fund scheme, most of your money is invested in mid cap stocks. And if you have a small cap fund scheme, then most of your money is invested in small cap stocks. So till now we have understood what is market capitalization, what is large cap, what is mid cap and what is small cap stocks, and of course we have compared all these three with 4 characteristics, and we also understand how mutual fund and market capitalization is linked. But in order to decide where you can actually invest or how much you have to invest where, then you should understand your risk appetite. That actually plays the main role in the decision making. So now we are going to understand how much risk all these stocks carry. First one, large cap funds. If you are someone who is looking out for long-term investment, you should invest in large cap funds. Here the risk is low and you should also understand in turn the return will be low. But as I mentioned, for long term, this would be the best option for you. Speaking about the risk in mid cap funds, it has moderate risk, but here the fund manager, when allocating money in the mid cap funds, should always analyze if this company is going to have growth in the future. So if you have a moderate risk appetite, then mid cap funds are yours. Small cap funds, risk is very high. As I mentioned earlier, it can grow rapidly or it cannot grow as well. So if you have high risk appetite, because you can even lose your principal money. So only if you have high risk appetite, you should go for small cap funds. So what is the role of this market capitalization in our portfolio? When we decide where we are going to keep our money, whether let it be large cap fund or mid cap fund or small cap fund, we should know that we should diversify it. And why should we diversify it? In case if large cap fund is not performing well, the mid cap fund and the small cap fund will perform well or might perform well and give us the returns compensating the losses which we are going through in the downfall of the large cap fund. Vice versa. If the mid cap and small cap are not performing and if the large cap performs, we'll get money from there. But in case if we put in all the money in one specific place, then we might lose it. So when you understand that, okay, we have 3 categories of funds and these companies fall under this category and this companies fall under this category, we can actually decide where we have to invest after knowing our risk appetite. So I'll brush up again from the beginning of this video. We understood what is market capitalization. Then we understood the 3 categories of funds what we have, which is the large cap, mid cap and small cap. Depending on 4 characteristics, we compared all these 3 funds. We also understood how mutual fund is linked with market capitalization, and we understood the risk associated with all these 3 funds. And now we also understood that we have to diversify our funds before putting it in any of these stocks. So I believe this video was helpful for you, and in case if you think it will be helpful for others, go ahead and share it. And if you have not installed the Freedom app, go ahead and install the Freedom app, because this single app can actually change your life. If you ask me why, if you are someone who wants to do farming, be it like poultry farming, or you want to do agriculture, anything, but you don't know how to start it, you have mentors in this app who are going to come and teach you about it. So you can learn the things, understand it and implement it in your life and grow your life. So go ahead and install the Freedom app and change your life. So I'm ending this video in this point. I'll catch you again in the next, and then you guys take care and bye-bye.